Hey, what's up? Welcome to the real review. Hope y'all tune in, get ready to be locked and loaded and ready to go. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, go and get your comments ready. We about to dive into it right after this bumping intro plays. It's the real review. It's the real review. What's up? Welcome back. I am your host, John F. Thomas. Welcome to the Real Review. I'm so glad to be back. I meant to do this like the day before, but I got caught up with a lot of stuff. I've been really busy, but I'm here to talk about WandaVision episode 4. It's just a lot that we're going to get into. So without further ado, I'm just going to dive right into it. Not episode 4, episode 5. You know what I mean? We've done episode 4 the other day. So episode 5. So let's just get right into the recap of all of this. What has happened up until this point? So Wanda and Vision has had twins leading up prior to this. How do they have twins? I don't know. I don't really want the birds and the bees, I guess, or magic. But anyway, they have twins now. So going into episode 5, it opens up on the twins are crying as babies do. And Wanda and Vision are trying to figure out how to navigate being parents. And it's very stressful. They're getting mad and upset at each other. And next thing you know, the next door neighbor, Agnes, pops in while they're over there trying to console the babies and not having much luck. So Agnes pops up and she's like, oh, why don't you just let me go and take care of the babies? And, you guys can have a break. And so Vision, because he's kind of, a lot of stuff has been happening and Vision has been feeling more and more uncomfortable with whatever world this is. So he's not too excited about this. He was just like, man, I don't know. I'm not really sure about this. And then next thing you know, there's like a pause and Agnes looks really weird. And she just like looks at Wanda and just like, do we need to like redo that scene again? And on one hand, it's kind of funny, but on the other hand, it's just like, well, that's weird. You're making it seem like Vision messed up and he did something wrong. But like Vision is just being a parent. Like, no, I'm supposed to take care of the kids. And anyway, it just seems weird in the sense of where I'm not sure about Agnes, man. I don't know if I can really trust Agnes. Agnes has been weird kind of ever since she first kind of popped up on the scene. I mean, she was fine, just kind of like that crazy neighbor or whatever. But, especially when I think Herb, the next door, her and Herb was talking and she was telling her to be quiet. Don't really reveal anything to Vision, and that was a red flag for me. So I'm keeping my eye on Agnes. But outside of that, like whatever. I don't have enough information yet, so maybe I'm just being paranoid. Who knows? Anyway, they redo the scene, and Agnes is just like, okay, I'll take care of the kids, and Vision and Wanda, they're just trying to talk it out. And Vision just like, man, this stuff is going on. Like this is weird. I don't know what's happening. And next thing you know, the babies. The twin babies, magically and suddenly become 5 years old. And so this is really weird. But Agnes is there. She just kind of disregards it and thinks it's funny. It's like, they grow up so fast or whatever she says. Something, kind of throwaway line like that. And so that was kind of odd. So I think a dog ends up showing up. And the boys now, the 5-year-old twins, and they were babies, but now they're 5-year-old twins. They want to keep this dog, and Wanda's telling them like, no, you can't really do that, And her and Vision like, yeah. Oh, actually, sorry, this is Agnes. I forgot to mention Agnes, and this is like in the 80s now. So this is 80s themed. I kind of forgot. So now we're going into all these different themes and stuff now. So. They're doing really good with the show. We're doing all of this stuff and keeping up with all the different trends. So we're into the 80s. Is it right, the 80s and 50s, 60s? Yeah, 80s, I think. Yeah, no, I'm losing count. Regardless, they're doing a good job. So so now we're into this and to going towards the kids now. Like they're 5 years old. So these are the little boys, the little twin boys that are 5. So they want to keep this dog. Like I said, Wanda and Vision, they're like, nah, we can't do that. And as they're talking about that, I think Wanda ends up doing some magic in front of Agnes. And Vision's just like, what are you doing? Like, you can't be doing this magic in front of what? And Wanda's just like, I don't tired of hiding. I don't care. But Agnes just acts like nothing is happening still. So I'm just like, Wanda's kind of slipping on this in this end. It's just like, look, I understand that you want to kind of live this perfect life in your head. That's not smart. But I don't know. It's one. Everything that Wanda's doing, to me so far, Wanda's really in control of all this stuff. It doesn't seem smart in general. But again, it is what it is. So what are you gonna do? Huh? What are you gonna do? So they go ahead and they're trying to keep the dog. And please, can we keep the dog? No, you're not old enough to keep the dog. And then this thing, the twins look at each other, and then they ended up, like aging up 5 years. So they went from twins babies to 5-year-old kids to now 5-year-old, not 10-year-old young boys. And this is what they look like now. So now that they've aged up into this older age, it's just like, all right, well, I guess we can't really say anything. I guess you're old enough to take care of a dog now. Like, crap, we can't use this you're not old enough thing anymore. So fast forward from that, Vision goes into work, and he receives, like, he's messing with his computer. He's kind of, messing around with that. And he receives an email from SWORD that reveals the situation going on in Westview. It's like I forgot what they called it, but it was basically like the Wanda problem or something like that. If you remember what it is, just put the comment in the comment section. But anyway, some of his coworkers around him are reading it. One of his coworkers, also Norm, and they're just reading it. They're saying all this stuff like the issue that's going on in Westview, and they're saying it all together. All of them are saying it together in this weird monotone speaking tone. And Vision is just kind of looking around like, man, what is wrong with everybody? And so he is just trying to figure out what's up with that. And he ends up touching the side of Norm's head, and Norm just kind of wakes up all of a sudden. And so now Vision has this power where he can just, I guess, basically wake people up, and Norm was able to wake up, and he was telling Vision, like, no, please, like, it's Wanda, like, she's in my head, she's making me, please, this all her, she controls everything. And also Vision's just like, wait, what? And so he does it again. He's just like, oh, and he turns back to Norm. It's just like, yeah, well, I'll see you at lunch, buddy, or whatever, and stuff. Just act like nothing happened. Act like he didn't even say what he just said. So that is very concerning. So like all the stuff is starting to pile up for Vision now, to where it's just like, I love my wife. I don't know if I can trust her, because this is weird. Like all of this stuff is happening, and she doesn't want to act like, she wants to act like nothing is going on when a lot of things are going on, and that's just not cool. So they go back to, actually, while this is happening, I think Monica ends up trying to figure, like, she finds out that, like, okay, my outfit ended up transforming to whatever era that she wanted it to be in. So she was just like, if we take a drone and make it, and put the pieces of it in the 80s, because that's where they are right now, in the 80s. Yeah. So I was right. My mind was just all over the place earlier. And they're in the 80s. We can enter into the area, and I can talk to Wanda. I can just speak to her through the drone. So they did that, and they approach Wanda's house, and Monica's trying to talk to her. Wanda, please, you gotta stop this. You gotta blah blah blah. And next thing you know, Hayward's just like, oh, we gotta take the shot. And Hayward is a douche. Just being all honest, man. This guy, because I had a feeling about him in the first place too, that he just was somebody that you can't really trust. But this dude, he was telling her, hey, take the shot. So Monica was like, no, don't take the shot. So they try to take the shot, and Wanda's just like, you know what? She crushed the drone. And she's pissed off at this point. So she goes outside of her hex and tells, hey, we're like, look, you're going to leave me alone. And he was just like, oh, but you're a threat. And he was like, oh, okay. So, and all the guns are basically pointed at Wanda at this point. Monica is trying to stop it. Like, please calm down. She is not a threat. Like, we need to work with her instead of trying to attack her. And so Wanda ends up using her powers and has all of his henchmen turn their guns on Hayward at this point. So now he just like, oh, please put your guns down. So now you're scared. Okay, so you're just trying to kill this other person. I'll tell you about these cowards, man. There's something else. so all of that has been happening. So one is just like, stay out of my, reality. Stay out of my business. Mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business. And that's what she was telling them. And she went back into her hex. And so, Monica is kind of upset at Hayward. Like, man, what are you doing? You trying to? She's a hero, and you're like, she's a terrorist. So they're at odds at this point. So, and I think he ends up telling her, hey, take them away. They're interfering with what I'm trying to do. And it's just like, man, you're a douche. You're a traitor. So this guy, I mean, I don't know. You gotta watch out for this dude too. Him and Agnes, I don't know. We need to look out for them. But we'll see as it goes on. So anyway, Vision comes back and he's trying to. Oh, well, before Vision comes back, Sparky dies somehow. I think Agnes was like, "Oh, he got in my flower garden or some kind of stuff." What? Anyway, so he dies, and the kids, the twin boys, don't want to deal with the grief. So they look at each other, and they're about to age up again. So Wanda tells them, like, no. You have to deal with the pain. You can't run from the pain. You have to live with it. You just can't magic your way out of stuff. The pot calling the kettle black. But, hey, hopefully she can take her own advice at this point. I don't know. Anyway, Vision comes home, and he confronts Wanda about, like, hey, what are you doing, man? My coworker is, going crazy, and, you controlling all of these people, and our kids are here, but where are all the other kids? That's a good question. Where are all the other kids in the neighborhood? You've only seen adults so far. And while they're trying to, Wanda's telling them, like, look, I'm not controlling everything. I don't even know how we got here. And Vision's just like, I don't even remember my life before coming here. Like, what are you doing? And it's, basically, I don't know if I can trust you. Next thing you know, a knock is heard at the door. And they're trying to figure, like, he's basically just like, oh, so this is you, doing your stuff again, huh? And she's like, no, it's like, no, it's not me. And so she goes and opens up the door, and next thing you know, it's her brother, which is insane. It's just like, how is, but this is the weird thing though. It's her brother, but it's not her brother. And for those, again, if you don't want to see, I'm about to reveal some stuff, but boom, there it is. It's Quicksilver from Fox Universe. I guess he's a part of Marvel Universe now. But remember Fox, X-Men? It's that Quicksilver. It's not the original Quicksilver. It's the different Quicksilver. So it kind of begs the question, what is Wanda doing? Is she pulling people from other multiverses now, another universe? Which that opens up the door for maybe we're gonna have X-Men, huh? I'm ready for it. So that should be really cool. So that was a great way to end this episode on that. Oh, somebody said Mysterio. You think Mysterio is doing? Maybe. He's an illusionist. So yeah, maybe. I don't. That would be wild if they pulled that in. I would need some more explanation on that. And have another, I guess he says it's a wild theory, but I think he might be Ultron to have some kind of connection to Ultron. Maybe so. This whole entire episode is wild. I'm interested in if there's like maybe Wanda pulled this dude. I'm kind of wondering, like, if she pulled him from that universe, because I haven't seen Days of Future Past, so I don't know exactly what happened. Forgive me for that, but I just kind of got tired of. I love Wolverine, but I got tired of them centering everything around Wolverine as if there's no other X-Men. And so, but this is really interesting. This changes things, here. So I think this is amazing, and we'll see where it goes from there. Like I said, it could be the start of introducing more X-Men into the fold. This could be the start of WandaVision. So as much as I didn't really want to care about this show, this is probably a good start to having me care. It's like, all right, but also they've been doing a good job. I'll give them that. So that was the recap of the entire story. I'm going to go straight into acting and casting, what I thought about it. So with the acting and everything, everybody did a good job. I feel like, even with Darcy, I think I said I didn't really care about her too much before, but Darcy, she did she didn't have too much screen time, so she didn't bring down the episode too much. And with everything that was happening, it was pretty good. Everybody did a decent job, and I enjoyed it. So overall, what I give the acting and casting is 3 reels. 3 reels, acting and casting. It's not bad. They did it. It's a good job. But I think more so where this shines. So going into the category of story, how do I feel about the story? So the story so far, just with this episode, and it's good. There's conflict. There are revelations being made, but there's not enough to where you really know what's going on, but at least enough to move the story forward. But it's still confusing enough to where it's just like, okay, where is this going? What's happening? How are the twins aging up so fast? Is it Wanda? Is there something else going on that I don't know about? How did Pietro, aka Quicksilver, show up? Like, what is Wanda doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? How? Man, is she this powerful? Or is she just opening up worlds and bringing people in? So, this is really interesting. But I will give the story overall, because they're doing a good job. I give it 3.5 reels. 3.5 reels from me on the story. So that was good. Going into the budgeting and marketing, they're still doing a really good job with that. Marketing at this point, like I was saying last time, is word of mouth at this point, and everybody's talking about it. It's hard to go on social media and not see anything about WandaVision. But the amount of money they're putting into these episodes and how good it looks. Everything looks good. Everything is looking really good. So with that, I'll give them 4 reels, because they're doing a great job with all of this stuff. So I can't complain on how this is looking. So that's they're really doing good. So overall, with all of this stuff, if you mix and add and subtract all these scores together, what's the overall score? One day I'm gonna have somebody do a drum roll. One day soon enough, so that way I can be professional enough to have a drum roll. But for now, just act like somebody ran a drum roll. All right, overall score for WandaVision season 1, episode 5. I guess season 1, but episode 5 is 3.5 reels. 3.5 reels for this. This is a solid entry into the series. They're doing good. They're moving the series forward. I really appreciate, what they've done so far, introducing the characters and having me care at this point, because I didn't think I would care. I didn't think I would care about WandaVision, but damn it, they've gotten me to care somehow, some way. They've gotten me to care. This is good writing. That basically is really good writing. And like, there you have it, 3.5 reels for episode 5. And so I would definitely give that to them. So great job to them for taking care of business. They are doing a bang up job. Thank you all for watching. And if you're watching, please hit the like button, share this video so that more people can see it. Subscribe to my channel, John F. Thomas, on Facebook and YouTube. You can just find me on there and talk with me on here. Let me know what you think about this. Like the 2 gentlemen on here before were letting me know what they thought. One of them said Mysterio. Maybe Mysterio has something. Maybe so. I don't know. That would be wild. That's kind of like I don't know. That's like a wild play. I wouldn't expect for them to play. Out of all the stuff to play, I wouldn't expect them to pull out the Mysterio card. But I'm not the one writing it, so who knows? So I think this is a solid entry again. For those who want to support, actually, I'll show you this. So if you want to support my show, if you want to have me do like either an episode, I'll do an episode for $1. You can contribute that way. You can patronize the show for $1. I'll review 1 episode of your favorite show upon request. $5, I'll review a movie. $10, I'll review an entire season that you want me to watch. So just let me know what you, my fans, the viewers, the listeners, want me to watch. All you have to do is right there at the bottom of the screen, like it says, go to anchor.fm/realreview/support. Again, it's anchor.fm/real review, the title of the show, /support. And, let me know what you want me to see, and I'll go ahead and review that. Other than that, man, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Go follow me on Facebook or YouTube. On Instagram, it's at JT Slim Cutter. Again, it's at JT Slim Cutter. That's where you can find me. Other than that, I love you all. And actually, I'll pop it up right here. Bam. That's where you can follow me right there. Love y'all, man. Have a great rest of the day. I see y'all on the next one. I'll be putting out more episodes this week as I'm going to try to go ahead and catch up to where WandaVision is now. So that way we're all caught up all together. So when a new episode comes out, we'll be all caught up. I love y'all. I'll see y'all the next time on The Real Review. All right.